All right. It is Monday. Welcome. I am your host, Daniel. Just give me a few minutes to put this out on the social media side, and we will get this stream a rolling. So give me a few minutes. Why do I keep doing that? That's not what I wanted either. All right. Okay, that's what I did wrong. Let me grab this link. And let me post this on. Get rid of this. Now it looks like they're trying to get the extensions of time. Just to waste the fucking court's time. So it looks like they're gonna waste the court's time with. Looks like John had filed. They had filed for another extension of time, or I might be reading that wrong. They just want to drag. That's the thing about all this. They just want to keep dragging, and Bruce is behind all this. I know Bruce is all behind this. I know Bruce is behind this. That's why they keep dragging this case more and more and more every day. But let me get this going here. Okay. So this is a reminder that this is a drama-free channel. Drama of any kind will not be tolerated. And if you are starting drama in my chat, I will ban you immediately. No more timeouts. Okay, these are the chat and the channel rules. A, be respectful to the host. B, be respectful to anyone on the panel. And C, be respectful in chat. If you can't behave yourselves and act like adults, you will be banned from the channel. If you wish to participate in the panel, please give me your email address and I will send you the link. I am no longer putting the link in the chat. Everyone is welcome here. I want to have a drama and stress-free live stream. Starting on Saturday, and this is a really good thing. So listen, guys. Starting on Saturday, I will be bringing back trivia, so please join us every Saturday at 4 o'clock Central Time, 5 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is just a reminder that I stream Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And if you have questions, please feel free to ask. Feel free to ask your questions. And I will try to answer them in the best of my ability. Okay, and this is basically, I think the severe weather is supposed to be tomorrow night after I stream tomorrow, but I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna put it out there anyway. So, in the event of severe weather, if I get a weather warning over my weather radio while I'm live, I will stop the stream and continue the next day. So, if that weather radio went off halfway through this live stream and said that there was a severe thunderstorm warning, well, I'm going to stop the stream and we'll just continue the next day. We'll catch up on the next day. I want to remind everyone, I want to remind everyone, this is my channel and my platform. If you want to talk about certain topics, I will. Do not come in here and tell me how to run my channel or my platform. That crap will not be tolerated anymore and you will be banned automatically. Okay. So, Saturday night, early Sunday morning, I made 24 brand new tech videos, which will be added to the channel in due time. I want to make this very perfectly clear. As long as the two fleas and Bone Crusher continue to tell lies about Jeremy, I will debunk them. I am a firm believer that the truth needs to come out, and that is exactly what I will do. It gives me great pleasure to debunk them, and it gives me content, of course. So this is what's going to happen. I will be uploading new videos every day until they're all on here. In the meantime, the old fleas, Bone Crusher, and Darwin notes I had from last year will be made into new videos and will be posted on here every day until they're on here. Unfortunately, I don't think I have access to that. Let me see if I have access to that. Business stuff. Hales versus Preston. I don't see it. I don't see it on here. That motion to file for extension of time. That right there looks like that's BBB. That has BBB written all over it. Now, come on, guys. Come on. Anybody that watches this on the rewatch, you know, Come on, you can't tell me that that this stuff is not be written behind the scenes by BBB. I don't know if it's illegal or not. That's the thing. Normally, if you're not that client's, if you're not that person's lawyer, I don't think you can file anything with the court if you're not that person's lawyer or lawyer. LOLYER. Oh boy. So this is from the Two Fleas. This is from the Two Fleas live stream that they did on the 17th, which was Saturday. And they did one yesterday. Oh boy, we're going to be going over that tomorrow. Guess something else. So, she made the statement for all the hoodnicks. I've seen proof that hmm. Okay, so she's saying I had to read my handwriting for a minute. I said that she made the statement for all the hoodnicks. I've seen the proof that my donations was and is being used correctly, and all the other pro Hales channels need to stop defaming. By the way, I've only questioned, never accused, unlike them. Sweetheart, you took $56,000 that was supposed to go towards. At first, the way it was put out to me was that $56,000 was supposed to be for Minette and John to fix up the property and to build the barndominium. But instead, she took that money, didn't show any transparency, didn't show any proof of anything, and then she goes and says that money was given to her to do what she wanted to. None of that money is going to Michelle. And in this stream, you will, you will see and hear the statements of lying and deception and deflection. Okay. So she said she showed the bank account with the money in it. Why do I not believe that? Why do I not believe that? That's that's hard to swallow right there. She showed them she she showed the money. She showed the bank account with the money in it. You know, you can make stuff up. to make it look like a bank. Okay. Oh wow. Said she. This is kind of hard. Um, Let me skip over this for a second. 'Cause I can't read. Said said it. It said it brought a tear in her eye because it's all the truth and nothing was ever done wrong. Hmm. But according to other people, you took you don't do any wrong. Okay. Well, I have to call bullshit on that one. I really have to call bullshit on that one. And there's a reason why I'm calling bullshit on that one. And that's because for 9 months now, like Spawn Trooper said, for 9 months you've been harassing and defaming and stalking Jeremy, which is it is a cyber crime. You took money that was not supposed to be yours and you kept it. Hmm. We're lying and deflecting now. We're lying. That's all they do. I mean, that's what they do every time they do a live stream. They're lying or deflecting. Wait till we go through tomorrow's stuff. Wait till we go through their live stream from last night on here tomorrow. Oh, it's a doozy. It's a doozy. Oh, and by the way, Lisa, I'm not defaming you. These are the notes that I took from your transcript. I'm just debunking your lies. All right. Okay, she said. Okay, I remember. She said she watched the haters and listened to the haters, and now in a federal court lawsuit, Jeremy brought that up. So it's ethically, it's literally in the paperwork for all he caught uh, the lawsuit and said how the lawsuit and Jeremy was and Jeremy has no right to do that information, something about information, and said it was technically irrelevant, and, and will be thrown out. Hmm. How do you know? I believe, in my opinion, in my opinion, and this is just my opinion, I believe, in my opinion, that Miss Lisa, aka the head flea, does not know what the laws are, and obviously doesn't know how strong Jeremy's evidence is going to be in this whole case. She said she listened to other people calling her a scammer and called her other things. Well, you are a scammer. You are a scammer. I mean, you scam your people out of money, and they believe you, and they believe it, and they give money to it. That's not the same thing as what Jeremy's doing, and that's part of what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Is she brought up that scamming thing again in her live stream yesterday, and said that she wasn't a scammer, but Jeremy was scamming people out of money for legal fees. I hate to tell you this, Lisa, but I hate to tell you this, Lisa, but the thing, it's different. If people want to give money for Jeremy's legal counsel for legal fees, they're going to give it. You just tell all kinds of bullshit and lies and get the people in your chat to donate money. I watched it. I've seen the proof. She said that the barn was not completed but being worked on. Okay, well, if the barn's being worked on, I have a question. I have a question. And that question is, are the permits up to date? Do you have up to date permits? All right. Said what? She said that what was said validates what she was telling as the truth. Woman, you can't tell the truth. Ever since I've been watching you and talking about you, it's been nothing but lies. Every day it's nothing but lies. You tell everything that you say is the truth. I don't think there's been a truthful part. I don't think there's been any. I don't think truthful is part of your vocabulary. Vocabulary. I really don't think that that's part of your vocabulary, but I could be wrong. And then she's all. If you ever notice, if you listen to him or look at the transcript, she's still using childish She uses she keeps using childish names for Jeremy, like Germ. Lisa, I don't know how old you are, but you need to grow the fuck up. Damn. Said that they. So she said that. I can't read my handwriting. You try to do this really, really fast because your eyes get so tired of reading the garbage in the transcripts. Okay, she said that David. Okay, now I can read it. I had to put it down. That's the way the light was hitting me. She said that David never questioned what his donations went, where his donations went. The real accused, he he never accused and wanted to put an end to it. Hmm, that's pretty funny. Since you convinced Donor Dave to change his story, that you wouldn't get into trouble. Said, hmm, that's interesting. I can't read what it says. I guess she's saying that Jeremy is on his fake fairy tale story about. So, in other words, she said that I guess what she's trying to say is that Jeremy is trying to capitalize on that fake fairy tale story that Lisa is a scammer. Hmm. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Hmm. But it's like I said, I've been watching what's been said for 9 months. And from what I could see, that's all they do is lie and deflect. Now she's got Donor Dave changing his story so that she won't get into trouble, but the evidence was already there. The evidence was already there. Jeremy already has the evidence. So as much as you can lie, Jeremy has the evidence. He has the proof and he has the receipts. So anything you say, nobody's gonna. We don't believe you. Hmm. Said the donations, and then she said the donations weren't going where I have no idea. Said David was tired of all the. So she's saying in this donor Dave or David, only me, was tired of all the the hails, what the hails, and that they're talking about things that are not true. I'm sorry. Well, sweetheart, we've seen the evidence. We've seen everything. And it is true. You're just lying now because you got named in a federal court case. And now you're going to. I hate to tell you, but it's like I said before. If you perjure yourself, if you go to court and perjure yourself, and Jeremy proves you wrong, that could be a hefty thing. Said he, and then she goes on to say that this was a bunch of not true stuff. Said that he said that the pro Jeremy, and there we go again with the childish name calling. Says stuff lying in, trying to convince David, and was, and that the world was against him. I don't think that Jeremy said that. I really don't think Jeremy said that. But it's just one of those, the two fleas lies. I mean, they get worse and worse and worse. And then, of course, when their narrative dries up, they're going to come up with new shit. Looks like to me they're trying to cover their ass because they know that they're in trouble. That's what it looks like. They're trying to cover their ass because they know, hey, we're in trouble. Hmm. I can't read what the hell I wrote. She said that she stood her ground and she stood for and stood and she stood her truth. Hmm. It's like I said, I don't think that that woman has ever said the truth or uttered one word of truth in her entire, you know, and any entire live streams that she's done. It's been all lies and defamation. And then she accuses other people of defamation. It gets better, believe me. She said the German channels are trying to create like new fake news coverage of scamming like that, creating a neutral. Hmm. Said that the person that was supposedly to be allegedly scammed never got scammed. So in other words, she convinced donor Dave to change his story and say that he was never scammed by her, so that she thinks that that's gonna get her out of trouble. But like I said, I'm sure Jeremy has all that evidence and has all that proof. I don't think that I don't think that you lying is gonna outweigh the evidence that Jeremy has of the real truth. See, you say that you stand for the truth and you're trying to help John and Michelle. You're not helping them. You're not helping them. And then she asked the question, how does that channel succeed on false content? And said it was the and it was the queen of the queen was of that was Megan Fox now. Yeah, I guess she's talking about Megan and Tug's channel. She said, how does a channel like that succeed on false content? And said the queen of that was Megan Fox now. Oh, that is so funny. Well, she's got a hard on for Megan and Tug. I'll tell you what, that is very, very unhealthy. That is very, very unhealthy. Said Megan does these these stories and claims to be a journalist, and at one time was a decent journalist, and said, oh, she said this. What she's saying is that Megan doesn't vet her. So she's saying that Megan doesn't vet anything. I'm pretty sure that Megan vets everything that she says. And I can't read my handwriting. Give me a minute to see what I wrote down here. I can't read. Okay. So what she said was said that I guess she said Jeremy was felt foaming at the mouth following Megan, and said the he recruited. I cannot. Sometimes I write this stuff and I can't read what I wrote down. I don't want to copy and paste it and print it because I don't want to use up ink, because ink ink is expensive. But whatever it was that she said and I wrote it down, it's not the truth. Everybody knows that what anything that comes out of her mouth is not the truth. Oh, get this. A new term by the head flea said that they are trying to glaze Jeremy all the all they are trying to glaze Jeremy all the while making false accusations, can't back it up or prove. So he's what they're saying is that everybody's glazing Jeremy, whatever the hell that means, because Jeremy can't back up or prove anything that he says. Yeah, I believe that Jeremy can back up what he says. I don't think there's a problem there. Hmm. I guess she says that anything it's content and comments and content will be are always comments and everything else is being taken out of context. She said once before she has receipts, screenshots, but said she never she never takes she never something about taking screenshots of a live stream. Oh, wait a minute. I guess what she's saying is she reads the screenshots of what's being said in the chat, but yet this woman goes on and says many, many months before that she doesn't send her people into other people's chats to take screenshots. But all of a sudden, she's getting screenshots by email and everything else from from her minions. Sometimes I wonder about this woman. I mean, and then her cousin Kendra is getting on there too, just adding to the fuel, just adding fuel to the fire, you know? And you have to excuse me. Sometimes when I write this stuff down, my handwriting gets a little sloppy, and I try to write it down as neat as I can. All right. Said claimed a-hole quote hails sits and talking about donations. Obviously, that people are talking about it and said that Jeremy and everybody twisted and it was defamatory and false and a false statement. It's like I said, everything is defamatory. When she got accused of excuse me, when she got accused of defamation and what she was doing to Jeremy. All of a sudden, she's crying victim. It sounds like she's crying victim. She's crying victim. Oh, Jeremy's defaming me. Oh, poor me. Jeremy's defaming me. This person is defaming me. Bullshit. Stop playing him victim like Michelle. Okay, so he said that he was telling all his viewers I cannot read what the hell I wrote. But it sounds like she's this glazing term keeps coming up. I said, and it was all off false, twisted context that's not real. I guess what they're saying is anything that Jeremy says about them, it's not real. I can't believe that. All right, where did I leave off? Okay, she said that David was tired of the pro Hales people. She said that she has proof to back up what she has said all along. Okay, well, if you have proof to back up anything that you said, okay, why haven't you shown that truth? Why haven't you shown that proof? Why haven't you shown that evidence? Because you don't have any evidence. For 9 months now, you've been saying you had witnesses. Nobody came. You didn't even show it. For 9 months, you said we have proof, we have evidence, we have documents, and don't show a lot of that stuff. And a lot of stuff is made up just to fit your narrative. I can't read. No, but this has something to do with court. It said that she would shut him down. I have no idea what the hell she means by that. And some of the unbelievable garbage that actually comes out of this woman's mouth. Oh my God. All right. She said that she was not trying to attack anybody that had been helpful. And then said nobody should be attacking David. Says that everybody is lazy. I guess what she's saying something about false defamation, and it was a big win for her. Yeah, good luck, sweetheart. Trying to say that you trying to prove that anybody defamed you. I'm just having a hard time reading my notes, so please give me a few minutes to try and decipher my handwriting. But it's all lies anyway. It's lies. It's deflection. Now she's got donor Dave changing his story so she won't get in trouble when it comes up in court. Said we were raising a person that is clearly wrong in many different spectrums. That doesn't make sense. Hmm. Said there are people in chat trying to convince only me. Kept Kendra said he will said the only thing Lisa scammed. Okay, so and this she said the only thing that Lisa had scammed her out of was one of those Funko Pop things. Whatever the hell those Funko Pop things are. Oops. And this is a big oops. Okay, she admitted she lived. Oops. She actually admitted on her live stream that she lived in the villages. And she talked about two storage units and what was So she was talking about the two storage units that she bought. That makes me wonder. Did part of that $56,000 go to buy them two storage units? Hmm. Things that make you go, hmm. And then she said there were different channels who sit around and talk about nothing but false, I can't read, false things. Oh, here we go. So here we go. She said for 2 years, 2 years, it's just in Otter Creek against Michelle and John attacked. So she's accusing Jeremy of attacking his family, using their child to do it, and said that Jeremy was going every other was going after every other neighbor there and then the town. That's not the truth. That's not the truth. That is not the truth. That is not the truth. First of all, he went after the town because the town was stealing his money, charging him too much money for the water bill. And do you have proof, factual proof, that Jeremy actually went after his neighbors? Yeah, that thing with Brian and Tina. But I'm sure that survey thing was wrong. And then she said that Jeremy went after people that were his friends. And then she said she was tired of Jeremy. Okay, so she said that she was tired of Jeremy acting like an innocent victim and said he was he was the aggressor and a bully, and it was about Bubble and Robbie. I don't think that doesn't even make sense. What I wrote down doesn't make sense. I don't even know why I wrote it down because it doesn't make sense. It said the more they talk about Jeremy, the more he is exposed and the truth is coming out. And they can he can prove he can't get away with. I have no idea what the hell that meant. So that Jeremy was filing the lawsuits and These people, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Okay, so I guess what she's saying is Jeremy is out filing these lawsuits and she says she hasn't done anything wrong. Oh, please, please, please. My God, please. Don't tell that damn lie. That she was reporting the stuff that he has been doing and exposing what and said she is not making false. Hmm. She's making false something against Jeremy and said she was. I guess she's allowed to make her. So she's saying that she's not making anything false against. She's not saying anything false against Jeremy because it's her opinion and she's not wrong. Bullshit. Bullshit. Bud. Sir. Bud, sir. Why? Bud, why, sir? All right, everybody. So I'm going to call this stream I stream Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, and you like the content that's on my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe, and hit the all notifications. When you hit all notifications, that lets you know when I go live or a new video is uploaded. And don't forget to hit that like button. You all have a wonderful day, and I will see you again here tomorrow at the same time. Have a good evening.